Streaming live from the John Pacino studio inside a high-tech high school in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's the MPR show on WHIT Podcasting. Call in and join the conversation at 201-589-0321. I'm your announcer, Olivia, and now your host, Jose.
Good morning. I'm your host, Jose Calderon III, and with me today is Olivia, Caden, myself, and the one and only Kanan. Behind the glass, we have Mr. DePiro producing in the back. Thank you very much. Today's topic is...
Cabbage.
It's National Cabbage Day, everybody.
Cabbage.
Woo!
Oh, my earring.
Cabbage is very important, guys. Have any of you actually ate cabbage?
I love
Hate
cabbage. Love cabbage.
I can confirm I've never had cabbage.
You've never had cabbage?
Never.
Never?
Never.
No salad?
Is that cabbage?
There's
It
cabbage.
depends. It depends on what kind of salad you have. Have you ever had bok choy, actually?
What?
Bok choy?
Good.
I don't know.
Bok choy. I
I
love
don't know
bok
what that
choy.
is, bro.
Bok choy, it's a cabbage. It's a type of cabbage.
Oh, that's
It's
okay.
a
That sounds
Chinese dish, I
interesting.
believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds very
It's really
interesting.
good. Actually, usually I have cabbage around Thanksgiving when I go back home to Louisiana. My grandmother, she makes the best cabbage ever. So
wow.
good. So good.
That sounds magnificent. Now, guys, if you had to rate cabbage on a scale of 1 to 10, where would we put this at?
5.
I think cabbage is a solid 7.
7?
On its own, or based off of the versatility of cabbage is extremely versatile. There's so many different cabbage dishes. I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5.
8.5. That's a
Facts.
strong rating. Now,
That's very strong.
cabbage or lettuce?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Come on, see what cabbage.
Really? I'm a big fan of the lettuce area, you know. So I know
Outside
more
of
about
butterball lettuce and iceberg lettuce, I don't really use lettuce because I love lettuce wraps. Actually, lettuce wraps so good.
the one thing about lettuce that just like confuses me a lot is that every single now and then you have like, oh, there's a recall on this lettuce, there's a recall on that lettuce, and then like you
Like
end up
E. coli
dying.
and all of that.
Exactly, listeria or something. Like recently, I mean, you look at the lettuce and sometimes it's just like yellow. It's like, why would you even package this?
Like, for real.
What's up, Walmart? What are you doing?
Like, you're
come
over here
on.
looking at it like, yeah, that's
That's fine.
ripe. That's ripe.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
feeding that. I'm feeding that to my family.
Just
Like,
pick
bro,
up a yellow headed lettuce, like, yeah,
that
looks
looks this looks appetizing. Like, no, bro, that looks like cheese.
good.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Now, yesterday I actually had lettuce with cucumbers, guys.
Really?
What are thoughts on cucumbers?
Cucumbers are mid.
I agree.
I
do
don't like
not
cucumbers.
eating.
Cucumbers are alright. If there's cucumbers in my salad, I'm not picking them out, but I'm not gonna ask for cucumbers in my salad.
For real.
Now, you know what my favorite is? I love broccoli. And so
Facts.
I love broccoli.
I love broccoli. Broccoli is so
Facts.
good.
Broccoli
Everybody,
prepared anyway. I like it raw. I like it steamed. You don't eat raw broccoli?
No.
no, my fault. I just heard that wrong.
Nah, bro.
But here's the thing about broccoli, bro. Like, it's so versatile. You could eat it with anything. You have it with chicken. You can have it with mashed potatoes. You can have it with mac and cheese. You can have it with absolutely anything on this world. Now, another favorite of mine is like, I don't know how to describe
Actually,
it.
have you had air fried broccoli?
Yes.
Air fried broccoli.
Yes,
hard.
air fried
Hard
broccoli
bread.
is so good.
Wait,
Yes.
what about broccoli's brother, cauliflower?
Air fried cauliflower as well.
Have you ever had cauliflower?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower is so good. Have you ever had cauliflower rice?
Yes.
Yes, I love
It's
cauliflower.
so good.
what?
It's so good.
Rice.
Cauliflower and soups, so great.
It's so good.
It's just like grinded cauliflower.
The one thing I do have to say about broccoli, and broccoli gets a lot of hate, is that, you know, when you grow up and you see all these shows, all the kids are like, I don't want to eat the broccoli. And then you have that one Kraft commercial where it's like, oh, you mix the mac and cheese with the broccoli.
Oh,
Technically,
broccoli mac
yo,
and cheese.
you're not getting a lot of nutriments if you're just putting cheese all over the broccoli. You might as well just eat cheese only.
For real.
Yeah, but I will say
Cheese is
broccoli-
kind of nasty, but I still love it.
no, cheese is awesome, but broccoli gets a lot of hate for no reason. Broccoli go crazy. Now,
That's fair.
and you might be asking, why the hell do you have goggles and gloves on? I just got out of a chemistry class, and today we did a lab. We did a lab on chemicals and stuff. It was
It
actually
smelled
very fun.
bad.
Yeah, like chemicals don't smell good.
I actually did not smell them because I was very far away from where the chemicals were being made.
He was not paying attention.
Yes, I was not paying
He
attention. That was
wasn't.
another thing.
No,
But guess what? I wasn't the one mixing the chemicals. I was writing down the lab report. So therefore, I got an A. Thank you, doctor. There's one that I really like. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I know it's a mixture of like corn, peas, carrots. It might just be peas and carrots.
Sancocho?
Mixed veg.
Mixed
Mixed
okay,
veg
okay.
is insane.
That's
It
good.
is
That's good.
insane.
It is.
You know, another vegetable that I love, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, amazing.
One thing about sweet potatoes,
goes hard, yeah.
I don't know because I'm weird. I don't like sweet and savory things mixed together.
Okay.
except for salted caramel. Like that's the only thing.
I don't like salted caramel. That's
See,
so
like
funny.
that's weird. I'm like the only person I know that likes salted caramel. Now, sweet and savory is just weird. It has a weird texture to me. I don't know.
Understandable.
And then when you take sweet potato fries and you fry them, like you get the crunch, and then it just comes out sweet. Like how you okay with that?
I'm
I'm not
honest
okay.
with you, bro.
It's
Like,
good.
I hate potatoes. Like just
Why?
potatoes by itself. Like if I'm having soup, I don't want no potatoes in my soup.
I
Bro.
love
Okay,
potatoes in my
wait, you
soup.
don't.
So you're
bake-
telling me
you don't do the baked potato and the butter? You don't do that? Okay.
I've never really had that. Like you know, like
You're telling me you don't
That's out of me.
eat your sancocho with the baked potatoes?
I could live without the potatoes, but fries on the other hand, fries I love.
Fries
You see, like
are
I'm
good.
weird. Like I'm like, ugh, potato in my chicken noodle soup. I don't want that. But then I look at the French fries, I'm like, magnificent. You know?
Actually, my family, we love potatoes. Like I said, my family's from Louisiana. Whenever we do a seafood boil, we always
Potato
throw
man.
potatoes and little corn in there. Like you throw a cob of corn and potatoes in there, and it gets all the flavor of the seafood, and it's so good.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I've been getting a lot of hate from my family, right? Because my mother, you know, you guys all know that I'm Puerto Rican, right? But my mother, she's South American. She loves seafood. So like my grandparents are always making seafood and stuff. But it's like I hate seafood. Like to me, it just doesn't smell too great. And to be honest, it low-key gets me sick. But like recently, you know, my family's like, "Oh, you need to start eating fish. It's healthy for you." I'm like, "No,
It's great for you.
I don't want it." So it's like, am I in the wrong here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what if I get sick from eating fish?
You're not gonna get.
You're
sick
not
from
gonna
it.
get sick
Well,
from eating
no,
fish. You're
that's
actually
not
more
true.
likely to get sick from eating red meat than fish.
And chicken.
That's crazy.
And chicken as well.
I
Chickens
love
are
chicken
disgusting.
and the red meat. You know, like pause.
You know, if your chicken is cooked like 10 degrees lower, and that thing is just a little bit pink on the inside,
Oh, you're done.
getting
You're
something.
You're done.
It depends.
You're
If
done.
it's
You're done.
if you're talking about breasts, yeah, but with the chicken thigh, there's like no way to prepare chicken thigh incorrectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't burn a chicken thigh. The deeper you cook it, the better it gets. It just
For real.
falls apart.
Talking about food, right? We're on the subject of food. What did y'all have for the Super Bowl weekend? Like, what did you have for food?
I had
Uh,
wings.
What did I eat?
I had a garlic parmesan and barbecue wings.
Now
That sounds good.
I had
That's
my
good.
dad. I don't know. He hasn't made like wings in 10 years, but he like has this sauce where it's like a mixture of everything together. It's like barbecue and buffalo. It was like magnificent. I didn't even know they made that, and the dude made it. And like I was like, yo, these wings are good as heck. You know, like I haven't had wings like that in such a long time. Anybody else had like, you know, big feasts for things? You know,
I did. I went on a blast. So my mom put me in charge of cooking for Super Bowl weekend.
W.
So I ended up preparing like a dozen little sliders, but on the top
Oh.
I
That sounds
had
good.
I added like a little bit of Swiss cheese, and on the bottom I added
Yo.
what's it called, provolone, and then I sprinkled Parmesan on the top of the bread, and I added sesame seeds. It came out fire. It was crazy.
That sounds immaculate.
That sounds
then-
great.
I have my dad's famous homemade lemon pepper seasoning. Bro,
As you can tell from his deep,
bro,
like that was it was
Bro,
magnificent.
it was insane.
Bro,
Like,
It's good to know you cook.
right? Personally, I made nachos. I messed them up though. I'm not gonna lie.
How do you mess up nachos?
Yeah, it's hard
here's
to
the
How
thing.
do you mess up
nachos.
nachos?
So basically, I got the Tostitos, right? I put them all on like a thing, right? Then I spread cheese all over it.
Before we could say your Tostitos, when you eat Tostitos nachos, do you get the scoops or do you get the flats?
scoops?
The
You get
flats.
scoops.
You're wrong.
You are wrong.
Wait, which flats? Like which one?
Like
The curved
I don't know the
flats are the
difference,
ones
bro.
that look like a little.
I don't know.
Like a
the
little
difference, bro.
custard
I'm gonna
tart.
keep it above.
The
you.
circles-
Whatever I see, I'm
no.
taking.
the circles are no. Maybe like the restaurant style ones. Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
curved ones, not the completely flat ones, but the curved.
I don't care.
ones.
I'll eat the curve and I'll eat the flat.
Scoops.
I don't care. Bro.
Scoops.
I'm
Scoops
a
are
rock
the
with
best.
both.
Scoops are the best.
I'm a rock with all of them. So basically, I put them all on the tray, and then I, drizzle cheese all over it, and then Mexican cheese, and then I put it in the oven. Nobody decided to look at the oven while it was being cooked. So by the time it came out, dude was like straight up terrible.
You put the
I was
chips
like,
in with the food. You put the chips in with all the other stuff on the oven.
no, it was just cheese,
You put the chips in with it. Wait, just chips and cheese?
just chips and cheese, and then the salsa was like ready to go.
Okay, what about the beef?
There's
The
no
beans.
beef. No
Bro,
beans.
we
guacamole.
already had too much beef that night. I was like, no.
So you didn't have nachos. You had chips and cheese.
Yeah.
Are we on it? Chips and cheese?
It's chips and cheese.
All right, so basically, let me tell you.
There's
when
no
I,
beef,
when I
it's
took
chips
it
and
out,
cheese.
When I took it out, like
Okay,
the cheese were like
Yeah.
the cheese was terrible. So then I just drizzled more cheese on top of it, and then it melted on its own, bro. That was magnifique, bro.
Oh
Yeah, shit was good, bro. I'm sorry. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Remember,
but-
I'm the guy who makes burnt grilled cheese sandwiches
Oh Lord.
and enjoyed it.
You should have seen his fresh.
Where
Okay,
is
how
it?
do you
Sharp
make your
cheddar.
grilled cheese?
My grilled cheese. All right. So basically, I try to look for the picture. So basically, I put one cheese on here. I put mayo in mine. I like mayo personally, and then I put
mayo on a grilled cheese can work. Mayo on a grilled cheese works.
You were roasting me for that. You were like, "Oh, put butter," but
Oh wait, you were using mayo instead of butter?
No, I wanted mayo instead of butter.
That's weird.
Huh?
No,
Yeah,
if you
it
put
is what it
mayonnaise
is, bro.
inside of it, like I do mayonnaise in cold cuts inside of it. That's good.
Yeah, right. So basically, I didn't put it on a pan.
It pretty much looked like that.
It kind of didn't, but I thought it was really good. It was really good. Instead, I put it in like the mini oven and I let it bake for a few minutes. I like my stuff burnt. If it doesn't have charcoal on it, then it isn't good. That's
You're
my
gonna get
motto.
cancer.
Oh my God.
No, that's literally
You
carcinogenic.
don't cook it on the pan.
Let's get a zoom on this.
Oh, no way he found the picture. No way he found the
Camera
picture. No way he found the picture. This is
See this?
incredible.
Do you
This
see
is
this?
incredible. This is
You
incredible.
see the inside of that thing?
This is incredible.
There's black. You see that black?
The cheese is not melted. The cheese is burnt.
It's burnt.
Used-
It's burnt. Do you see that? Do you see that?
To me, that looks like a.
That's
What kind
disgusting.
of cheese did you use? Did you use a cheddar?
I used American, bro.
How do you wait? How do you burn American cheese?
Okay. No. Wait. That's real one. How do you burn American?
How do you burn American cheese? It's not real cheese. It's made to melt.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I was just hungry, bro.
Nah, bro. That's
Oh,
okay.
no,
I don't
Listen,
think that's
listen,
wrong.
listen.
I made never hungry enough to eat that.
No, listen. Here's the thing.
Oh, wow,
I've like progressed ever since. I'm actually a master at making chicken parmesan sandwiches. I'm really good at that. You want some chicken parm? I got you. I got the sauce. I got the cheese. I got the bread. I got it all. You know what I'm saying?
I can believe that.
Huh?
I can believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see
Like,
it.
look at that. Chicken parmesan is so good.
Yeah, chicken parm goes hard.
Chicken parm goes insane. Then you get some noodles in there. Oh my God.
What?
No.
Noodles.
The noodles.
Wait, but then it's not.
Then it's not a chicken parm.
Yeah.
No, the noodles on the side. Y'all never went to Olive Garden,
Are you talking about Alfredo?
bro.
Chicken Alfredo.
Bro, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm a little bit on the slow side today. As I said, my head hurts. My head is hurting.
Now,
Um,
wait. So, on the topic of Alfredo, how do you cook your Alfredo? Do you do 2 scoops of cream to make the Alfredo sauce extra?
Bro, I'm not a culinary major. I'm literally a media and visual artist.
None of us are culinary majors.
Asking me that question like I'm a
We're
cook. bro.
all in the same major.
Do you do 2 scoops of cream, or cups rather, and a whole onion, or not an onion, a whole clove of garlic?
Put onions in it?
No, garlic.
Oh,
Garlic.
okay.
A whole clove of garlic and 2 scoops of cream, or do you do 2 scoops of clove of garlic and 1 cup of
No,
cream?
it's two
More
two
cream.
cups of heavy cream.
Thank you.
More
Because then it's too
More
garlicky
cream.
and it's just
Yeah.
gross.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can over garlic your.
My mom does 2 cloves, and I always hate it. I'm like, Mom, you have to add like some water or something to this. Like it's too garlicky, and she'll always fake me out. She puts oil instead, and like it comes out a little better, and then it's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Yo, personally, man, I've learned from experience. You never tell your mom how she's supposed to cook her food.
That's true.
You never
That's
tell your
fair.
mom. Because then, number one, they look at you and then they feel bad. And then you're like, oh, I feel bad for making them feel bad. And they're like, and then every single time they cook the same thing, they're like, oh, does it taste good? Does it taste good? I'm like, yes. I was just joking, you know? So that is a mistake that everybody who's watching this never make that mistake.
I've also made that mistake.
done
man.
Yo, today the weather's actually been pretty good.
The weather's
like
great.
spring.
Do you see what I'm wearing? I wore this outside. I wore this varsity jacket
How are
outside.
you not sweating?
I wore this outside, man.
Yeah,
I had a hoodie on.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, I had my jacket on and I was like already like getting like hot. I was like, what is going on here, bro?
A cool 63.
63 degrees
wild.
on a winter morning.
That groundhog must have been blind because it did not see no shadow.
On God, bro. And it's not and it's supposed to be great weather this entire President's Day weekend. Go out there, go have fun with your friends. We have 64 degrees today, 59 tomorrow, and it's gonna be a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for watching the show, and thanks to our panel. I'm Jose Calderon III, and this is the MPR Podcast show on WHIT Podcasting. Adios. That was nice. We really just talked about vegetables.
Cabbage.